Shopping for a high mileage BMW at We Buy Cars Part 2. The series continues, and to tell you the truth, comrade, there's no progress here. Shopping for a used Beamer strictly at We Buy Cars is a tricky exercise, I'm not gonna lie. You know, I'm always on the We Buy Cars website every day like it's Pornhub, but still there's nothing interesting. Just a quick recap for those who are new here. In part 1 of our used BMW search series, we shortlisted quite a number of cars. The first one was this 2018 BMW 320d. Yes, it was not at We Buy Cars, but it was one of the cars we checked out. I always say when we are shopping for a car, don't rush. Shortlist a couple of cars and closely monitor their price. I watched the price of this 320d drop from 450,000 rands to 429. When I dropped part 1, the asking price was sitting at 419. And after watching the car for a while, the price dropped to 409. Let's just round it off and say 410,000 rands. Here's what's interesting. The car was initially at BMW Nelspruit and it stayed there for plus minus 3 months. Even after they adjusted the price a couple of times, no one bought it. Then it just disappeared. After a couple of days, the same car resurfaced at BMW Witbank. So they moved it from Nelspruit to Witbank. Why? I don't know. As we speak right now, the car is in Witbank and it's going for 410,000 rands. That's still slightly higher than our budget, so I'll keep monitoring the price. The second car is the F10 BMW M5 and it was going for 440,000 rands around March. You already know our budget, so this car did not really qualify for our exercise, but I decided to keep an eye on it and boom, they chopped 20,000 rands. And the price dropped to 420,000 rands. 420 is still too much considering the fact that the car report is not clean and also a budget iPhone. This car should be going for less than 400,000 rands. At 420 they are just taking chances, and if they are lucky someone will buy it and go cry tears. The other car from our previous video is this 2021 18i and it's still here. I don't understand why no one is buying this car, cause it has a fairly clean DECRA report, full service history, and the maintenance plan is still active till December 2024. Last time it was going for 440 something and now it's down to 432, but still no one is buying it. It's a nice car, I'm not gonna lie. Red interior, sunroof, even the exterior just looks decent. So while I was busy searching for my BMW, I saw two ladies also shopping around for a car. One looked like she was in her 50s and the other one I think was in her 30s. They looked so clueless, Sherman. At some point I wanted to chat to them, but I don't like bothering people. So I was like, you know what? Let them F around and find out. I only guide people through my content, but in the real world, if I see someone fumbling, I don't interfere. I once overheard a salesman at another dealer offering a terrible deal to a customer, and I chose to mind my own business because that's how I operate. If you did not ask for my input, I just keep my opinion to myself. And I know some of you will say, but MJ, why would you let people fumble while you are there? Let's look at it this way. If you were the one shopping for a car and you find what you believe is a nice deal, then a stranger comes and says, don't proceed with the deal, how would you react? Let me know in the comment section. Okay, now back to my BMW search. Only 2 cars from part 1 are gone. 318i and the 320i. I went through all the comments in part 1 and most people were advocating for diesel engine Beamers because of their reliability and fuel efficiency. The only diesels available here are the SUV, and I'm not into SUVs. I'm a 3 Series lover and this We Buy Cars branch only has too much 1 Series stock. Here's a 2016 BMW M135i with roughly 136,000 kilometers on the clock. 3-liter 6-cylinder engine producing 240 kilowatts and 450 Newton meters of torque. This thing is a fire-breathing machine and it's rear-wheel drive. When I first saw it, it was going for 319,000 rands and I believed it was overpriced for a car that has already clocked 136,000 kilometers. Yes, it falls within our budget, but I'm not spending 320,000 rands on a 2016 4C. So I closely monitored the car for a while and eventually the price dropped to 312. Anything above 300,000 rands is still too much for this car. I want it, but my sweet spot is somewhere between 270 and 280,000 rands, cause spending over 300,000 rands on a 7-year-old high mileage 1 Series defeats the whole purpose of buying a high mileage car. You'd just be flushing money down the drain. We'll come back to the M135i, but there's this other car that really caught my attention. It's not a German machine, but I really think it's a decent car. 2017 Lexus IS 200T. It's reasonably priced, the DECRA report is clean, and the car itself looks well taken care of. I think we all know Lexus cars are mostly driven by decent human beings. That's not a secret. And I'm not saying BMW drivers are hooligans, by the way. Here we're just talking about Lexus. Don't blame me if I post the Lexus as the next people's car in my next video. That's all I'm gonna say for now. Back to the M135i. This car is currently on top of my list right now. The only problem is the price. The other 1.3 series models were fairly priced, but man, they look terrible. You can tell they were involved in accidents from miles away. And I'm here looking for a decent high mileage BMW, not an accident car. The front lip of this car looks like it was painted with jazz fluid, and me, I don't ignore red flags. I just realized that this thing of limiting my search to this nail sprayed branch is making my life difficult, cause there's no affordable decent Beamers here. The next nearest branch is in Limpopo, and I'll keep checking their BMW stock online. If I find something interesting, I can easily drive to Polokwane to seal the deal. Here I was just wasting my time, cause even if they give me this car for free, I can't afford to maintain it. And also a car must have 4 doors. If you're one of those who've been asking for a used Mercedes-Benz series, don't worry, we'll cover Mercedes when I'm done with my Beamer challenge. The M5 is currently going for 420,000 rands, and if it drops below 400k, I think I might swing. The M135i is sitting at 312, and my sweet spot is between 270 and 280,000 rands. Then the Lexus is sitting at, let's not talk about Lexus. The 2018 320d is at 410,000 rands. I know it's not at We Buy Cars, but if it drops below 400k, I think I might bend the rules and go for it. If they don't drop the prices, I'll go try and negotiate them down myself. Hopefully I'll introduce the next people's car before the end of Q2 or early Q3. I hope I won't buy a Lexus. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe to the channel for more car content in Mzansi content.